Hello everyone, I'm Caleb.
And I'm Bo.
And this is the second video to the Sahara series. So if you haven't seen the first video, I would suggest checking it out. In this video, we will learn many more things about the Sahara Desert. First of all, let's quickly review the Sahara Desert. It is located on the top half of Africa, having a very dry and extreme climate. It covers over 3.6 million square miles of land, making it one of the largest deserts in the world. There is very little life there, only a few plants and animals. The animals that live here have adapted to the conditions of the ecosystem, otherwise they wouldn't have survived. Let's move on to carrying capacity and how it changes over time. The carrying capacity of an environment is the maximum number of organisms an environment can sustain with food, water, habitat, and any other basic needs. Over time, organisms will reproduce and grow their population. Eventually, the population gets so large that there isn't enough food and water for all the organisms. This is what you call the overshoot. If there isn't enough food and water for all the organisms, then some of the organisms start dying, which causes the population to go down. Then the process just repeats itself. Now that you know about carrying capacity, let's learn about biotic factors. First of all, what is a biotic factor? A biotic factor is any living organism that affects an ecosystem. All of the biotic factors are placed somewhere on the food web. The biotic factors interact in the Sahara Desert by predators feasting on their prey. If the prey starts to lose population, then the predator will start to lose population because there's less food available to the predators. An example of this would be a jackal eating a Cape hare. If the Cape hare starts to lose population, then the jackal has less food, so it will lose population. As the Cape hare loses population, the grass that it eats will grow in population because there are fewer predators eating it. So if the population of one organism increases or decreases, the whole system will be thrown out of balance. Biotic factors are the last major point, but I have a little segment for you that should help you understand ecosystems and how they work. We will teach you how certain organisms fit into their environment and how new ones do. I have invented my own organism to help model this. My organism is named Larconda. Larconda is a mix between a larva and an anaconda. Larconda has very sharp teeth and tunnels through the sands of the Sahara at very high speeds. The reason why Larconda fits into the Sahara Desert is because Larconda has adapted to the extreme climate. Larconda uses the sand for habitat and tunneling. Larconda can handle the low vegetation because of its diverse diet. And Larconda would balance out the food web since there aren't many apex predators in the Sahara Desert and Larconda is one of them. I invented Larconda to help represent how any animal, from big to small, plays a vital part in its ecosystem. Now that you've been educated, let's look deeper into interdependence with a visual presentation.
Interdependence is a very interesting topic with multiple different parts that all blend to make a good, healthy ecosystem. There are many ways that interdependence is shown around the world, but since I don't have access to live animals, I have to show you an example myself. Let's take, for example, the Sahara ecosystem. It is very diverse, but like most ecosystems, it has very moving parts and help to run the Sahara in different ways. Now, let's show some different ways to represent interdependence. Let's take this block tower, for example. It is strong, sturdy, and made up of many different parts, each block. And when these blocks affect the tower because they play a vital role in keeping the balance. So when you take away some of these moving parts, the tower starts to wobble, and that is the ecosystem's way of losing control. Now, humans can't intervene with the tower, and they could try to fix it, but there's little room for improvement. And when they keep on trying to fix it by adding on improvements, the tower gets more and more wobbly, resulting in it eventually falling over. Throughout these videos, we learned about many subjects on the Sahara Desert, such as human impacts, interdependence, abiotic factors, biotic factors, and carrying capacity. I hope you learned something new today, and I hope you enjoy this video.